We have a plan and we have a brand. The role of public diplomacy is critical because if we are able to continue engaging in the manner we have started already with the different audiences, we will have informed citizens. They will push for action.
Public awareness as a result of public diplomacy and communications raised the stakes for getting this agenda, and then the member states delivered. Now we have to do the same and more for implementation to achieve the goals.
We are interested in exploring frameworks to help us better understand the role of PD in SDGs implementation, as well as to situate this discussion and research on public diplomacy in a much broader, multilateral, global context, as opposed to a binational context.
You can look at this very much as almost a global social contract, right? You have a contract between citizens and their governments. But for us in Canada, it is a challenge in again, translating, reaching the public. And we're going to do this in parallel to a complete review of our international assistance envelope.
Development could be, for the very first time in the United Nations history, the real articulator of all the rest of the goals. So international peace and security passes through development. Human rights, of course, have an extraordinary link to development. So we are certainly facing this. We are talking about a new era of the United Nations.
When there is a high level of public awareness of the standards that governments have signed up to and a civil society movement to push for them, there's a much higher chance that they will be implemented. So there's a positive feedback loop where people knowing what their governments have committed to based on the priorities that they themselves have contributed to forming will help to drive accountability.
If you just talk about the problem, people feel defeated. If you talk about the brilliant, amazing people who are addressing the problems and you explain how it is that they've solved other problems, it gives people the sense of hope and a sense that they too could do something.
In the United Nations, the member states have put forth an agenda that is both measurable and is transparent because it's happening in public. So it couldn't be a better time to be talking about public diplomacy, and it couldn't be a better time to be talking about the global goals.